beyond.
Hey guys, what's up? It's Lauren and happy Sunday. I feel like I'm getting a little sick, so that was just, you know, not up to par. So happy Sunday DIY, and today we are getting our DIY on with some DIY phone cases because I feel like it's about that time of the year where I overhaul my collection and make some new additions, because you guys know I love to switch my phone case and my pop sockets out all the time. So I'm super excited about how all these cases turned out, and I think it's really cool because a lot of the DIYs are nail polish based, which I feel like we all kind of have our own little nail polish collection already on hand. So these DIYs are super accessible and affordable and super cute. So make sure to hit the notification bell if you want to see more DIYs like this, and let's just hop right in.
So remember that crayon drip DIY that was super popular? I kind of pulled inspiration from that, but with nail polish. So I'm going to start with my clear case flat and just pouring a little blob of each color all in a row at the top of the case, aside from just around the camera hole. And I went for a rainbow look, but you can totally make this whatever kind of color scheme you'd like. And basically, you're just going to be like 3, 2, 1, go! And turn the case upright, and gravity can do its thing, and the polish will start forming drips. And since you don't really have any control over the drips, you can go back to the flat position and add more polish, turn it right side up, and repeat that step. Set it aside until it's fully dry, and you are done.
I don't wanna wake up without you, baby, without. I wouldn't know what to, baby, without you. I wouldn't know what to.
I feel like Galaxy stuff will never die, and I am so here for that. So I decided to start with a matte black phone case. You can easily just give a clear case or old case that you want to revamp a coat of black paint for your base color. I'm then gonna go in with some different colors of nail polish to give my Galaxy some color, so like pink, some purples, a few different shades of blues. You can also totally use acrylic paint for this, but I figured since I had so much nail polish anyways, it would be cool to try it with polish. Next, I'm gonna go in with a sponge brush to blend it all together. And we're doing a bunch of layers of this step, so don't worry about how clean or perfect your first ones are. Like right now, it definitely looks more like a spilled milkshake than a Galaxy. So keep adding your layers of colors and sponging it all together. And I usually like to start with the brighter colors first, so they're not immediately overpowered by the darker colors. Add in some darker tones and then finish again with the brighter colors on top. Once you're happy with that, I'm going to use a small paintbrush dipped in white paint and the handle of a brush to flick little spots onto the case to make our stars, planets, and constellations. I finished it off with some glittery silver paint with the same method and set it aside to dry.
Eyes on the freeway, Bonnie and Clyde, a classic cliche, we're on the run, this is what we waited for. Take my
So you've probably already seen a bajillion of these tutorials for the first part of this DIY, but to put any kind of fabric or paper pattern into a case, go ahead and trace the case onto the back of the paper and trim it down to size. It's a great way to reuse clear cases while being able to swap out any kind of style or pattern. I also like to use either a single hole puncher or nail scissors to snip out the camera hole since it's a pretty tight spot. Okay, so this is the part that's new that I'm super into as an alternative to a pop socket or stability ring for the back of your phone. I've started seeing these really cool bands that attach to the phone case as a new way to hold your phone more securely. But usually the band is pretty plain, and y'all know that we don't do plain and boring on this channel. So I'm going to be trimming off the fastener bits of this tie-dye choker that I just picked up in the clearance section of Forever 21, and I'm going to measure it around my hand to see how much of the band I need for it to fit. Trim off any excess, and I'm going to be using hot glue to secure the band into a loop before we attach it to the back of the case. And if you'd like to sew it, that's totally an option as well. You guys know I just love the ease and permanence of hot glue. Once that's dry, I'm going to add glue to the back of the band and place it down onto the back of the case. I love my pop socket, but I also super love how flat this gets when you're not using it, since it's just 2 layers of fabric, and this clearance choker was legitimately $1. So options are endless for fun patterns that are even sometimes stretchy.
Days that we shared, remember how we felt, and your touch was like there was nobody there, like you loved nobody else. Yeah, I wish I could turn the time back.
Oh my god, okay, so I have been dying to see if this would work, and it totally did. So obviously, marbling your nails is a trend that's been around for a while, but I wasn't sure if it would look as cool on a phone case. Spoiler alert, it totally does. So I'm gonna start by adding 4 colors to a bowl of water, and just using a wooden skewer, because that's all I had, to drag and swirl the colors into each other, and you can do as little or much as you'd like here. I am no nail pro, so you guys will probably totally kill this part. And in one motion, I'm just gonna dip the case into the water face down, and pull it right back out and place it onto a paper towel right side up to dry.